Hello, good evening. Um, so now I'll be explaining you guys how to check in the code from SVN and how to update and how to commit and how to use that in Eclipse. First and foremost thing that you need to go to my code website where I have my code and you need to get the URL. So for that purpose you have to go to code.google.com. I think you might had already got the link. So we have a mega driver is our project. So go to source, and here you have two things. One is the password here, which is this, and the username. So hopefully you will get the username and password. So make sure that you have that. Copy this URL. This is still trunk, be very careful. Go to C drive, and if you don't have a folder called automation, go and create that. Create a folder called automation, capital A. Okay, so go here and from SVN click on SVN checkout. So you need to paste the URL here, and if you are doing it for first time, it will ask for username and password. So please try to provide the username and password that I have provided. Click on OK here. If you click on OK here, if you have given username and password, so it will download the source and the pom.xml. So you should see these two things, pom.xml and source. So come back one more level up. So you should have a tick box. That means that you have the latest code in your local machine. Now you need to open that project in Eclipse. So in Eclipse, close all the projects, and now change your from my point of view, I need to change the workspace to C drive automation. First of all, change your workspace to C drive automation so that you won't have any problems. So once you do that, your Eclipse will open in a new window. So once Eclipse started for first time with the new workspace, try to now it's very important that we have to have Maven installed in our local machine of Eclipse. So we need to have an Eclipse plugin of Maven. If you don't have that, I would suggest you go to Eclipse Marketplace. Be very careful. You need to go to Eclipse Marketplace. It is just like Android Marketplace or Google Play. Wait for some time, and now search with word Maven. So search with word MAVEN. Just search with that word. You get number of options. Be very careful. don't select any of the other thing except Maven integration with Eclipse. So this blue and black stuff. So you should get a button here. Click on install. If it is already there, it may not, but in my case it is already there. That's the reason why I can't see this button, but in your case you can see the button. So once you do that, you will get finish button. If it is not installed, click on that, you will get all the latest Maven copies. So you have Maven installed. Without that you can't go ahead. So once you have Maven installed, I would suggest you click on file import, which is very important, and then you get a lot of options here. So what kind of source that we have, because we will use Maven as our build tool, so that's the reason why you need to check this option of Maven and click on existing Maven projects. So you need to select Maven and existing Maven projects. If you are not doing that, or if you can't see Maven here, that means that you don't have Maven installation. If you don't have Maven installation, it is impossible for you to import the project that I had set up in the Google code. So that is important. So you should be very, very careful. So if once you have that, click on this, click on next. So you might had already checked out the code in your C drive automation. So that's the reason why you need to show the C drive automation as your source folder or the root directory, so that you can see the project coming here in the list. So you should get this. If this is not there, that means that you did not check in the code properly. So you should have the checkbox. Click on finish. So your project would be checked out into Eclipse. Now you can see this. You have some code. So normally you should see this, and the compilation problems that you are seeing is because you don't have JUnit in your library. So as I already explained some time back, you need to select this and you need to configure the build path. Go to build path, configure build path, and click on libraries and add libraries, and we have JUnit here in library. I'm just saying again, click on configure build path, library tab, click on add library, and you have option here, click on JUnit. This is what we want. Click on next. We got JUnit 4, we have 3 also, but make sure that we select 4. Click on finish, you get JUnit 4 in library, click on OK. So now you can see that everything is set up. So now you can see that there is some code which includes a bit of JUnit stuff. So what I would suggest you is to make sure that everything is fine, you just run this test, and you need to run as JUnit, right clicking on the test, click on cursor on the test and right click, go to run as, then you should see an option of JUnit, run as a JUnit. So once you do that, your JUnit test should run and this should pass ideally. So once the test is running, see now the test is running, the test is passed now, which means that the compilation is fine, everything is fine. So like that. So once you are done with that, that means that your system have your latest copy of SVN. So what I would suggest is you go and click on new class, try to create class your own name. So example, if it is Srikanth, he puts Srikanth and finish, so that he is now have his own version controlling system. So you have this. So now how could he put that code into cloud? That is one more thing. So every time you have some code change, make sure that you have your updated code. So right click on Mega and SVN update, which is it will bring all the latest changes. Because you don't have any changes, you won't bring, but typically it brings all the changes. So once you have these changes, click on the file that you want to commit. So in this case, so Srikanth. So now it is not added. So thing is, first of all you need to upload, then only it will start counting your version controlling. So you need to right click on the file that you added, and then from here you can do anything. So you can add your file, and after getting this blue color mark, click on SVN commit, so that it commits into the cloud. So this is the window where you can come into the cloud. So just to test that, if you want to again know much about that, so what I would say is, because we have all the code online, so you go here, click on your file that you just added, so that should be there. Okay, so click on Mega, so you have Srikanth.java. So what I would suggest is, for you, for playing around purpose, so you just go here, don't do any compilation errors, just go here, click on edit file, which will open a new window, just put that new message. So we had updated something online. Okay, give a comment, something like that. Okay, so now you are changing the code online. So you did some code change. How would I know that the code has changed? That's the reason why always you have to make sure that whenever you got a time or somebody said that there may be code change, click on this SVN updates. Now update is important. Previously we committed it, but we are updating. So we are updating. Once you updated, it should bring all the changes that I had just done on code.google.com. So you can see that there is a new version of file came. Now everything is in sync. So if you want to go and see your refresh your Eclipse, you can see that now you can see a message coming, that new message. In the similar way, latest. If you do this, you change it, so you have some code change. So what I would do is go here, go to your source, so you get red mark, so go and select where you got a red mark. So here you have a red mark. Why it is? Because there's a change, we did some change. So if you want to show the difference, you can see the difference what had happened. But but my point of view, whenever you did some code change, right click and do a XVN commit. Now obviously you might have done update test. So if you commit it, it will straight away go into cloud. Okay, so that's it. That's the way you need to test your source. Everything is working. So wait for, you should get a username and password and the link, and that's it. You can go ahead. Thank you very much for watching my video. See you later. Bye.